Once again, we find ourselves with something up on the healing bench. And so if you've been following the gsxr 750 build that had the bad motor in it, which is right down there, the owner of that bike brought this bike to me yesterday. It was wrecked pretty good. And so the idea is to take this and put it in the other frame. Now that frame is sitting outside my garage door. It's a roller. I've just got it out there so I have some room. But checking this thing over, trying to figure out what's going to be the best of the best on everything, found some really nice discoveries, which we all knew. We knew it. So we've got side cases here. That one's busted. Water pump's fine. Took the side cover off here to help get the chain off, and the bolt for the speed sensor, which this thing sits inside here and it spins, and the sensor for the speedometer reads these metal teeth here. That's broken off, so that's going to be fun getting out. I was working on getting the kickstand out, and let's see if I can find the bolts. So the kickstand sits back up in here on these two ears like this. So I just moved this so when I drop the engine out. The fun part was getting this guy out. That took 2 hours. It is bent. Yeah, that was fun. And it's not even the right bolt. But let's go ahead and toss this down in there. So we've got, I ripped the wiring harness off. Just sitting down there in that bundle of crap. There's the chain. Here's the what's left of what I got for subframe. Got that off. There's the exhaust. Let's see. Here is half of the clutch cable. The other half is still up on the bike. Walking around this thing, the backside looks good. Pegs busted off. That's bent. We do have, so these are the cables that come up here to an actuator which controls the butterflies in the exhaust. And we have one of those that is broken, so we'll have to get a replacement for that. That side cover's dinged up, but it's not broken. It doesn't look like, at least I don't think so. I've been looking around on the block to make sure that the only real damage we have is the back side, or the other side cover. Radiator, that was trashed, but I got the exhaust off. Clip-ons, they are 3-piece now, or 2-piece instead of 1-piece. So those are busted. Here's the other half of the clutch cable. Yay. But the controls and everything look pretty decent. Different levers, not a big deal. That one's busted, obviously. I knew that was going to be the case. Forks go down, then they sweep back in, so they're bent. Front wheel, let's see, you think we can get a bead to seat on that? Probably not. Rotors look to be fine. I haven't spun them or anything, but I am to the point now to where once I get my little floor jack back from a friend of mine, pull all the bolts out, drop the heart out. Oh yeah, here's nice. So obviously this thing is pretty done for. So we're gonna rip off all the pieces, maybe possibly sell a few on the interwebs and all that stuff. But yeah, once we get the heart out of this one can go away. I can bring in the other frame and just basically reverse everything that I've done. But everything looks really decent. And this was obviously as a running bike when it was slammed into a curb. But so the only thing that really concerns me is trying to get that bolt out, which I may have to weld a nut onto that to back it out. We'll have to see on that. And I'm hoping that there's no metal that went in there and damaged the stator. But I think worst case scenario, we come over here. I've got a side cover and I bet there's a stator in there. So there's the bolt and part I need for the speedometer. So yeah, I think we can do something here. I think we can make this work. Yeah, here's most of the parts that I've ripped off. I've got air box and stuff and bolts, trying to keep those. I got some parts down there in the bottom shelf, ECU. But yeah, this is just basically going to be a labor of love to take two and make one. So since the R1 is gone, which I was really sad to see that thing leave, I'm not going to lie, we are going to get this girl taken care of and get her pieces donated to the other bike and get them back on the road. So that's where we're starting today.